I have PTSD, so I can go off the deep end sometimes. I carry it for a long time. It affects my brain. It affects my ability to communicate with people. And I could be normal, talking, and all of a sudden I would just explode. I really can't explain what it is, but it's just, there's a feeling that comes over me and in my head, and it just brings out the worst in me.
If we go for a week and come home, spend a couple days, get the lawn done and all that good stuff, and then go again.
My partner's been with me for 29 years, and I don't know how she stayed with me this long, because with what she's gone through, to be able to put up with it and calm me down as well.
Oh, okay.
At first, it really unsettled me. But then, I think what you have to keep in mind is that that's not the same person. It's not the person you've been with and the relationship you've had or whatever. It's a change. I learned then to try and react differently when he spoke to me, you know, in ways that I didn't really care for. And I also told him that it wasn't acceptable to me either. By using humor and just trying to understand where he was coming from, that I was able to kind of get over it and not take it personally anymore.
In the military, I was a recovery operator. So vehicles that broke down, I'd go and recover. While we're doing that, we also see a lot of accidents on the highway. I have vivid memories of a tank transporter running over a Mercedes-Benz. And the people in the Mercedes-Benz all died. And the only reason you knew it was a Mercedes-Benz was because of the one hubcap that they found. I have vivid memories of that, and I wake up in a cold sweat. Also, when I was in the military, I was over in Cyprus. You still have the flashbacks of them shooting bullets back and forth or throwing rocks and things like that, and it comes back on you, and it's scary. With the fire department going out to fire scenes or going out to accidents on the highway, you don't know what you're going to run into, and your adrenaline is so high, and if there's a child involved, it's worse. And I just have flashbacks of all these things.
I'm gonna find out how I maybe start golfing again, do some fishing with Zach. He wants me to do some fishing and stuff.
People with PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, they cannot talk to a layperson about it, or anybody that hasn't been through it. They don't want to talk about it. But the minute they know that the person that they're going to see has PTSD or has had PTSD and are going away from it, they can open up. And that's what's helping me. I encourage anybody who has PTSD to take up a hobby and stick to it. It will help in the long run. Like mine is a dog training, and it helps me mellow out, but don't try and hold it in, because the more you hold it in, the worse it's going to be for you.
The change in Stirling since he's done dog training has just kept him, it's kept him up and above board, and it's kept his depression and his flare-ups down too, I think. Most of the time he's just fine, he's okay. I tend to overreact sometimes because I always worry about him, right? It's trauma. It's trauma when something like that happens in your life.
Okay, keep it going, keep it going. Talk to him.
Good boy.
There you go.
Good boy.
My goal is to eventually be able to not explode all the time, to be as calm as I can, as often as I can. I don't like it when I explode. So these dogs, they are teaching me how to be calm as well. And my goal is to eventually be almost back to normal like I was before I had PTSD.
See, that's what I mean. Just a minute, please. Just hold on. How about that, eh?